All right, welcome to Talkin Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about a company called CORZ Scientific, stock ticker CORZ. They are a Bitcoin mining company. They had to file something with the SEC this morning, a disclosure. It is not good news. Many of you may know about it. I want to go through the actual disclosure itself and then talk about what this means for the company and see if they can survive. They are in deep, deep trouble at the moment. So we talk about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners all the time on this channel. So if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, if everybody could please smash the like button, it helps the channel out a lot and I really appreciate it. Lastly, if you want to become a member, you can hit the join button on the YouTube page and become a member of the channel. We have some member-only content, and once a week we do a member-only live stream. So we'd love to have you. Let's talk about CORZ Scientific. Let's first take a look at their stock. Their stock is plummeting, and when I say plummeting, it's down 68%. So if we take a look at this, CORZ Scientific stock is now trading at under 32 cents, 31.9 cents, down 68% on the day. It was down even more than this. It got down to 23 cents this morning, so not I'm sure that there's much of a difference between 23 cents and 32 cents for a company whose stock was trading at $15 not so long ago. Now, they are not out of business, so I want to clarify what's going on right now because some people may be assuming that this is it, they're done, they're out of business. This is a very, very desperate situation that they find themselves in. Due to SEC rules, they've had to file this with the SEC to put the investing community on notice. But there are potential options where this company survives. The market is pricing in that even if they do survive, the damage that's going to be caused is going to be significant. The stock was already at its all-time low prior to this, and so it's down 68% from that right now. This is the filing they did with the SEC. I want to go through this real quick. Okay, so the first item on this is departure of directors of certain officers. So they list some officers that are departing, and that's not really what this is about. So you've got to go to the next page. The board has decided that the company will not make payments coming due in late October and early November 2022 with respect to several of its equipment and other financing, including its two bridge promissory notes. Okay, so that is the big one. That's the statement. They are not going to make some payments on their debt. As we've talked about a lot on this channel, CORZ Scientific has an overwhelming amount of debt. Their debt carry costs are massive. As a result, the creditors under these debt facilities may exercise remedies following the applicable grace periods, including electing to accelerate the principal amount of such debt, suing the company for non-payment, or taking action with respect to collateral where applicable. Any such creditor actions may result in events of default under the company's other indebtedness agreements, including its two series of convertible notes due in 2025 and the potential exercise of remedies by creditors under such agreements. So you can see not paying these is the first domino in essentially a cascading result of them defaulting on potentially all of their debt, and they have a massive amount of debt. They're talking about potentially turning some of their debt into equity and causing dilution to the stock. I'm not sure, they may be talking about that. I'm not sure how realistic that option is. Their stock is trading at 32 cents right now. These discussions may not result in any agreement on commercially acceptable terms or any at all. Furthermore, the company may seek alternative sources of equity or debt financing, delay capital expenditures, or evaluate potential asset sales, and potentially could seek relief under the applicable bankruptcy or insolvency laws. In the event of a bankruptcy procedures or insolvency or restructuring of the capital structures, holders of the company's common stock could suffer a total loss of their investment. So again, that's the big part. A total loss of their investment. So they are having to put everybody on notice. They are in deep trouble. They cannot pay their bills. This is going to cause a default. They have got to restructure these bills on a slightly positive note and to a much, much smaller scale. We have seen several examples already of companies restructuring their debt inside of the Bitcoin mining industry. And what typically the result of that is they're able to get rid of or reduce a lot of their debt, but it drastically reduces the size of their company. It drastically reduces their mining operations. And so they come out the other side, maybe potentially not going out of business, but a completely different company than they were when they started. So to me, at this point, that looks like the better case scenario for CORZ Scientific. So the question is, are they going to have to go into bankruptcy? If they go into bankruptcy, it's a very different process, and it's one I would not want to be involved in as a shareholder, even if it's a restructuring that they think they can come out of the other side of. of. So that's just me personally. This is not financial advice. I can't tell you to buy or sell this. Maybe this is the deal of the century at 31 cents for all I know. I'm staying away from it. I will tell you, I've been resisting. I finally did just yesterday make my first purchase of Core Scientific stock. It was a very small purchase, and I resisted the urge to go in big time because I thought under $1 this stock was priced extremely low. Essentially, it was priced to go bankrupt, and here we are one day later, and now they're giving us a big signal that, hey, unless we can pull a rabbit out of a hat, it looks like we are going to go into bankruptcy or reorganization of some sort. This is a list of the 18 or 20 Bitcoin miners that I follow and what percent they are down from their all-time highs back really from November of 2021. There are a lot of companies between 95 and 99% down off of their all-time high, which is a shocking, shocking number. At the time of this video, Core was down 94%, so it was just outside of that group. But you're going to see, obviously, with today's price action, it's now among the leaders on this board, which obviously is not a good thing. This is not a group you want to be leading. I believe this brings them down about 98%. So this brings them almost all the way to the bottom of this list. So let's go take a look at the chart. Okay, so if we go from their November highs until now, until today's trading, including the down 68%, it looks like they are down just over 98%, which is what I suspected. So in this instance, this one's not a mystery. We don't have to wonder what the market is pricing in. The market's pricing in the fact that they just filed with the SEC that it looks like they're going to have to default on all their debt, and that could directly lead to insolvency and a potential bankruptcy or restructuring. So in this instance, the market has been right to price this in. In fact, down 94%, which it was on that chart we just looked at, wasn't even enough. So this is the risk reward that I talk about in all of my videos. We do a lot of Bitcoin mining videos. So I've recently I did a list of the top 5 most likely to survive. I did a list of the top 5 miners most likely to 5x, and you'll notice Core Scientific was not on either of those lists. They were on. I have not yet done my list of top 5 least likely to survive. I don't really want to do that list. I don't want to put more FUD out there about companies that are already in trouble, but clearly this is obviously one of the companies. Their debt is monumental, and they have scaled up to a point where if you watch my last Core Scientific video, I was very worried about this company. So here we sit today, down 98%. So if we zoom into the one-day chart, you can see that 2 days ago, they had a green day. Everybody had a big green day that day, so they participated in that. Yesterday, they were pretty much flat. So here's that 68 or 69% that everybody's talking about. So this is what they are down just today, from the close yesterday to the open today. We'll see how this goes. I don't expect big changes. I'm not expecting a big recovery in this stock. In fact, the opposite may be true. This stock may continue to just dwindle as time goes by and they don't present a solution to their problem. So again, some people are going to view this as a buying opportunity. This is obviously the ultimate example of a risk-reward situation. This is ultra high risk. They've told you they're probably going to have to reorganize as an organization at a minimum, and they've informed us they're going to default on their debt. So the risk on this one is real. The floor on this is 0. They also said that in their SEC filings that their shareholders could lose 100% of their investment. On the flip side, if they somehow do manage to restructure, possibly there's some upside to this stock. I don't ever expect them to get back to where they were. I'm not sure how long, if ever, it will take them just to get back to that, which was already a very, very low number for them. So this stock is in distress. It's in deep trouble, but I wanted to go right to the source document filed with the SEC instead of speculate. So now you guys have seen the document. So that's all I got for you. I wanted to get this out to you guys right away. So thanks so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.